Savings at Brookings Auto Mall. We've made a special purchase of 2016 Chevy Malibus, 8 to choose from starting at just $13,995. Details at brookingsautomall.com. Brookings Auto Mall. What's in your driveway?
Look for more orange barrels on Sioux Falls city streets. Find out what's in the works for the mayor's capital program over the next 4 years. And calling all race car drivers, Huset Speedway wants you to enter a race that's offering the iconic track as the grand prize. We have an update on where the field of drivers stands. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have a long list of boredom busters, but first, our top story. Sanford Health is responding to a federal lawsuit accusing one of its doctors of performing unnecessary surgery and defrauding the government out of tens of millions of dollars. In a newly unsealed federal lawsuit, Dr. Wilson Asfora and Sanford Health are being sued by 2 other doctors who say Asfora sold medical devices to Sanford Health and then implanted those devices into patients who suffered back pain when he didn't need to. Sanford Health said in a statement to KELOLAND News, Dr. Wilson Asfora is a talented surgeon and we are confident in the care provided to our patients. The allegations in this lawsuit have been investigated and were found to have no merit. It goes on to say, we're confident the court system will agree, although it will likely be a long, drawn-out process, which, from our understanding, could take up to 5 years. Now, the lawsuit says the United States suffered substantial losses in an amount that exceeds tens of millions of dollars and is entitled to those damages to be determined at trial. Sioux Falls Mayor Paul Tenhaken on Friday announced his capital program for the years 2020 through 2024. Under his plan, an additional $30 million will go to repair and rebuild roads than previously budgeted. The mayor says it's time to catch up on much-needed repairs. The mayor wants to pull funding from parks, the Great Plains Zoo, and other projects. He will present his plan to the City Council on August 5th. Businessman Chuck Brennan says his effort to host a race with ownership of Huset Speedway as top prize is still on track despite some initial skepticism from those in the racing world. Brennan has upgraded the track with all Huset signage ahead of the August 13th race. Brennan needs at least 18 drivers to pay a non-refundable $200,000 entry fee. So far, just one race team has put up the money, but Brennan says others have committed to racing in the event. Well, get ready for a hot and humid weekend across KELOLAND. Here's meteorologist Grant Smith in the Storm Center. Good morning, Grant.
Yes, Perry, it is looking like a hot and humid weekend. Today, we're looking at a lot of sunshine, but, you know, as things begin to change, we could actually see some thunderstorms moving back into the forecast as early as tonight. But this is our main story for today. Upper level high pressure bringing us the warm temperatures, 90s to near 100 degrees, with lots of sunshine expected today. So what else can you expect from this forecast? Well, it's going to be a sunny day. It's going to be hot and humid with temperatures in the 90s to near 100 degrees for much of the area. Cooler 80s we found in the west. And then storm chances returning tonight because that high pressure will begin to weaken its grip on KELOLAND. Also, a quick reminder, heat advisory in effect this afternoon for these counties in orange for heat index values nearing 100 to 105. But as far as those thunderstorm chances there, we'll talk about those forecast details in your 7-day in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Grant. Well, the inaugural Emily's Hope Poker Run is a 90-mile ride around the Sioux Falls area. Registration goes from 11 to 1 at J&L Harley-Davidson. The cost is $25. The run ends at Shenanigans Sports Bar and Grill. The day includes a free lunch, live music, and a raffle. Proceeds benefit Emily's Hope, a nonprofit that helps families dealing with addiction. The Leathernecks Motorcycle Club is hosting a Salute to American Veterans Cornhole tournament on Main Street in Harrisburg. Sign up is at 1 o'clock. The bags fly at 2. Entry fees are $20 and $40. Proceeds will help local veterans causes. You can also bring your worn U.S. flags for proper disposal. Levitt at the Falls presents Louis York and the Shindellas. The free concert begins at 7 o'clock tonight at the Levitt Shell in downtown Sioux Falls. Lake Herman State Park near Madison, South Dakota is hosting Halloween in June. Decorate your campsite, put on a costume, and get ready for candy and Halloween fun throughout the day. A park license is required. Tonight's free moonlight movie at Faywick Park in downtown Sioux Falls is Karate Kid. The movie begins at dusk. Refreshments will be sold during the movie. The Canaries baseball team takes on the Milwaukee Milkmen at Sioux Falls Stadium. First pitch is at 6:05. And Tri-State late models take the track at I-90 Speedway in Hartford. The grandstand opens at 5. The races start at 7. Tickets are $15 for adults. Teens are $10, free for children 12 and under. Grant?
All right, here's a look at your forecast here for today. Quick reminder, heat advisory in effect this afternoon for heat index values nearing 100 to 105. But beyond that, we got this cold front going to slide through tonight. Now, the issue with tonight's forecast is it's going to be very, very warm in the atmosphere. That may put a cap or a lid on any storm development. But if this cold front is able to get just enough vertical motion, we may see some thunderstorms tonight. But if that cap holds, we may see a very quiet forecast all the way through Sunday morning. So tonight's kind of a big if. But tomorrow, that cold front will continue to slide through. It's going to bring in some cooler weather, so a better chance for thunderstorms is in the forecast late tomorrow. And then that frontal boundary just stays in place through Monday and even into Tuesday. So as we head into the next work week, we got some chances for daily thunderstorms. Now, as far as the forecast for tonight, the big if the cold front is able to get enough vertical motion to get those thunderstorms going, some of them could be strong to severe. Slight risk for these areas in yellow. Green risk is a marginal risk. The slight area here, medium risk for wind and hail, and then a small low tornado threat. If you're in the areas in green, then just a low risk for wind and hail. But then beyond that, because of that cold front, that frontal boundary kind of stays in place, still holding on to a marginal risk for severe weather, with the main concerns being wind and hail. But there's also a medium risk for heavy rain. That area is right there, green marginal, and the yellow is in the slight risk there. And heading into Monday, same story. That frontal boundary is still in place, so low risk for wind and hail, but there's also that medium risk for heavy rain that may lead to some isolated flooding in areas, and that map looks like that, with same spot in the east there for that slight risk. So when you look at the 7-day forecast, you're going to see a near daily chance for thunderstorms. It's because of that near steady frontal boundary. But today, sunshine, 90s to near 100 degrees, and then tonight, 70s and 60s with that small chance for thunderstorms if the cold front is able to break the cap, but then a better chance for thunderstorms late tomorrow as temperatures top out in the 80s. Behind the front, still seeing the 90s ahead of the front. And then your 7-day forecast, we return to the 80s for the Sioux Falls area with near daily chances for showers and thunderstorms. And then just beyond the forecast, temperatures will be at or below the climate average heading into next weekend. Aberdeen, they see 94 today. Back to the middle 80s for a good portion of the 7-day, then lower 80s there Thursday and Friday with a near daily chance for showers or thunderstorms. Pierre area also warm, cooling back down to the 80s, which is still at or above the climate average, but certainly quite of a difference compared to today's 100-degree forecast. And then Rapid City in the Black Hills area, western South Dakota, seeing highs kind of up and down, but generally staying in the 80s.
And thank you for joining us for KELOLAND on the Go. You can get up to the minute developments right here on KELOLAND.com. Have a great day.